Okay, let's dive into one of the most mind-bending questions out there.
This might sound like sci-fi, but it's a super serious philosophical and scientific debate.
Basically, the idea is we might just be characters inside a cosmic-level video game.
Just think about our own tech. We've gone from simple dots to photorealistic VR in just decades. It's wild. So imagine that trend going for another 1,000 years. The simulations could become indistinguishable from reality. Yeah, this idea has really captured the imagination of big thinkers, including, you guessed it, Elon Musk.
But the guy who really formalized this was Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom back in 2003. He didn't say we are in a simulation. He just gave us a trilemma, a puzzle with 3 options. So the options are civilizations go extinct, they lose interest in simulating, or we're probably in one. If number 3 is true, simulated minds would just vastly outnumber real ones. It's a numbers game. So could there be clues, glitches in the matrix? Well, some people think our universe is full of them.
Take quantum mechanics. Particles act weird when observed, kind of like a game rendering graphics only when you look. But not everyone is buying it. Let's look at the arguments against the simulation theory.
And these arguments are pretty powerful. They hit the theory on both scientific and logical grounds.
A huge part of the debate comes down to computing power. Is simulating a whole universe even possible? But there's an even stranger idea that modifies the original hypothesis. It's pretty wild.
This is the self-simulation hypothesis. The universe isn't a computer. It's more like a grand thought.
So one is about a physical computer somewhere else. The other is that reality is a kind of mind.
And this actually lines up with what some physicists, like Schrödinger, thought about consciousness being fundamental.
Okay, so if any of this were true, why should we care? What does it all mean?
Well, it forces us to ask some really deep questions about free will, meaning, and even God.
And that's the ultimate mystery, right? If we are in a simulation,